How to help a student feel like they belong. This is the power of breathwork. So when I hear the word belong, I feel like I'm part of a group. And when I am part of a group, my body, my heart, and my mind need to feel like I'm part of that group. So notice that I say my mind and my thoughts, but then I also feel my body and my gut, which are the three parts of the brain that we always talk about with children. If the heart and the body feels like they belong, then the sensation of it and the self-assurance of it comes through. So let me go a step back. When we feel our body in a way where we feel like we belong, right? The key word here is feel our body. So when a child, and even us as adults, have practice or have an understanding that our body sensations are messages, then we can pinpoint that feeling. The beauty of the work that we're doing with children is to bring them that awareness, that their body can give them messages. So feeling like they belong is feeling in their body something that helps them to feel like they belong. Perhaps they feel warm inside, perhaps they feel radiating, perhaps they feel relaxed in their body just not stressed. Maybe they don't feel their body tense, they feel their body relaxed. And so helping them to pinpoint and to name, so it is feel, name their sensations and their emotions in their body so that they can understand that they belong, is beautiful work that we do at Happy Breathing. So it is feeling the body first and naming it, which is helping them to realize that the sensation of belonging can be one that is not very, that's something that we like in our body. It's a desired emotion. It's not an undesired emotion. Or it's something that feels calm and inviting in our body. And once we help the child come in connection with their somatic body, their sensitive body, then they can realize and they can name and they can realize that they belong. Through this process of awareness of their body, then they also gain the ability to feel what other children are feeling. Because if they feel warm inside, and we're talking about it in a classroom, then children can have compassion and have empathy towards another person maybe having the same sensation. So feeling like they belong is an inner process of connection with your sensations and your body emotions, and then sensing that outside on another person. So then these two sensations and emotions can sort of connect and gravitate with each other. For example, a child might think, oh, this other child is not feeling too happy about something. I can sense how he's feeling. And so then this empathy and this connection happens. So then I belong to that energy that's happening, right? So this is a inner connection of empathy as well with yourself and with others. This makes us feel like we belong in the body. So learning about sensations and learning about emotions and articulating them is a tool to help us also belong, right? Another thing that can help us feel like we belong is not only the inner part of our body, of our world, but the outer part of our world. What's happening outside? The rest of the children, the school, my parents. Do I belong in this group? And so we feel with our senses, with what we hear, what we see, and what people are saying to us, those cues of we belong. And therefore, I feel like preparing the group or those adults around us that are going to help us to feel like we belong. What do they look like and what are they doing and how are they showing that to us? So it's important that we also consider the environment. How does Happy Breathing connect with all of this? Is that Happy Breathing prepares the adult to create that safe space, to holding the space of a child, so that just in that moment of need of connection between the adult and the child, they connect and they unify and belong to each other in the moment of need, in the moment of expression, for example. So then if my body feels like I belong to this connection, then my body is going to feel safe and I'm going to be looking for that and I'm going to be feeling that with that person or with that group. Something else that Happy Breathing does, helping children to feel their body, name the emotions and name the sensations, and then understand that there's this connection when we do have empathy and when we do have compassion for each other, is to practice breath work together. What happens in a breathwork session is that we're all doing the same pattern. We're all listening to the same story of emotion. And if I'm listening to the guide say to me, when this happened to me, my heart felt this way, and all the children are hearing, we're all in an essence connecting with that energy and motion in the guide's world, in her experience or his experience, and we're all connecting as well. So we're all having, in a way, the same awareness. That makes us feel like we belong as well. Like we both understand we both understand the emotions of this guide, or we both understand the emotions of this child that's in my class when they're expressing something that was hard for them or something that is happening. Then again, that empathic feeling comes, and that is connection, which is belonging. What happens in a Montessori lesson for happy breathing is that children are enticed to express every time there's a conversation. Let's say that the guide starts talking about a feeling of happiness, and she's talking about when she felt happy this morning about something that was good for them, maybe breakfast. And then she's gonna say how the body feels when I feel happy. I feel energized. I also feel kind of expanded, like everything's awesome. And I also feel not empty, but full. I feel full of goodness. I don't know, that's what I feel like today when I ate my breakfast, I think. Children will be listening and they will be imagining that, and then in their moment, they'll share how they feel when they feel happy. My body feels this way. And then if all the children are listening, then again, we're connecting through compassion. We're connecting through being empathic with each other. And once we understand how everybody's feeling, I think we belong to each other. And that's how we help students to feel like they belong, through the happy breathing breath work in a Montessori environment.